Welcome to the Leaving California Facebook group. I am so glad that you are here. If you have decided that 2022 is the year when you're going to leave your state, I know that you're excited about the future, but you're probably a little nervous too and maybe feeling overwhelmed by everything that you have to plan for. If you don't know where you want to move to, leaving your state can feel almost impossible. Well, don't worry, we are here to help. There is a link in the comments to our welcome guide that lists everything that you need to know about the free resources that are available in this group to help you with your move. Download it now and it'll tell you everything that I'm about to discuss in this live video. The whole reason that these amazing groups exist is because of Terry Gilliam. He is the founder and he runs all four groups, which if you know anything about Facebook groups, you know is an enormous task. There are literally hundreds of people every day who want to join the group and hundreds of posts that need to be approved, and Terry looks at almost every one. If you want to know more about Terry and why he started the groups, you can download the welcome guide from the link in the comments and watch the video that I recorded with Terry for our Leaving California YouTube channel. Terry has help running the groups from Bryce Belknap, who is a realtor in Eastern Idaho, and from Shay Felkner, who's a realtor in Greenville, South Carolina. They are both amazing people and phenomenal realtors. So if you're thinking about moving to one of those areas, there's more information about them in the welcome guide. But Terry set up these groups with the goal of getting you all the information you need to leave California. And now these groups are reaching out to people who are leaving other states too. And while the information posted in these groups can feel overwhelming because there's just so much information, we have 6 key resources to help you. Number 1 is the Leaving California YouTube channel, which I've mentioned several times already. Number 2 is Make the Move, which is my online course that takes you step by step through the process of relocating to a new state. Number 3, we also have a list of preferred realtors, moving companies, mortgage brokers, and insurance agents, which are saved in the files section of each group. There is also an announcement section in the group where we pin the latest information. We have a monthly newsletter, and we also have a weekly email. 90% of your questions can be answered using one of these resources, and links to all of the resources are in the welcome guide, which you can download from the link in the comments. And I'm going to step you through each of those resources in a minute. Because by now you're probably wondering, who am I? And if you haven't seen any of our videos and if you're new to the group, you probably have no clue. Well, I am Alison Woodall and I'm a relocation specialist. I am not a realtor. I coach people just like you through the process of moving to a new state. The process of moving feels complicated, but it really is just 4 simple steps. Number 1, get very clear on what you want from life in your new state and then decide where to move to. Number 2, create a detailed budget that accounts for all of your costs, not just the cost of buying a home and moving your stuff. Number 3, plan for every logistical issue you'll encounter, not just selling your home and booking a moving truck. There are so many more things to think of. And then number 4, set a date and make the move. Now, while I say that the process is simple, I know that there are so many things to think about for each step, which is why I'm going into the groups every day, giving you as much information as possible. And then starting this week, because there are so many people joining the groups, I'm going to be going live just like this in the groups each day, answering your questions and teaching you everything that I know so that you can create a detailed plan to move to a new state. So let's start by stepping through the 6 key resources that are here to help you plan for your move in the Leaving California groups. The first one and the most important probably is the Leaving California YouTube channel. It has guidance on just about everything you need to create a plan to leave your state. I upload a new video every Monday and then Terry adds videos whenever he has time. But there is so much information on this channel that it can be hard to know where to start. So I have created a guide, and you'll get used to this. I love my guides. I love my step-by-step processes. So I created a guide with a suggested order to watch the videos to make the amount of information on the channel seem slightly less overwhelming. You can download this guide again from a link in the welcome guide that's posted in the comments. Once you download the guide to the YouTube channel, all you do is click on a link to go straight to the video on the topic that you want to learn about. And while you're on the Leaving California YouTube channel, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss a video. The second incredibly valuable resource that's available to you in these groups is my relocation course. It's called Make the Move, and it's the only online course that takes you step by step through the process of moving to a new state. Through a series of videos where I teach you just like I'm going to in these lives, and through audios and check sheets, I guide you through the process of, number one, deciding where to move to. Number two, creating that detailed budget that accounts for all your costs, not just the cost of buying a home and renting a moving truck. There are so many more things that you need to account for. Step number three, ensuring that you've planned for every logistical issue that you'll encounter, from employment, healthcare, schooling, and of course, buying and selling your home and moving all your stuff. And then finally, step number four, I'll guide you through what I call the emotional roller coaster that accompanies your move to a new state. Because I promise you, even if you are really excited about your move, there are going to be days when you feel doubt and maybe a little fear or uncertainty about the thought of your life in a new state. Make the Move is just $97, and it covers everything that you need to plan for your move. And I always tell people, of course you can spend hours trying to figure out where to move to and what you need to plan for, because everything that you need is out there for free and it's available in these sites for free. But why would you want to waste all that time and then worry that maybe you've missed something vital or that you've overpaid for a service when you can just download Make the Move for less than the cost of a hotel room or a fancy meal, and I will guide you every step of the way and ensure that you've budgeted and planned for every issue that you'll encounter. But I also have tons of free resources that you can download on my website, which is AlisonWoodall.com. That's Alison with one L, Woodall.com. So click on the link in the welcome guide to download my Make the Move course. The other incredibly valuable resource that we have in the groups is the list of preferred realtors and preferred vendors. Once you've got very clear on where you want to move to, it can be hard to find a realtor that you trust. And if you ask about realtors in this group or you ask for suggestions, people are going to suggest their friend. And that person may not be someone that you should actually be working with. So Terry has done an amazing job. He has done the work of finding the best realtors in each state of the USA. So to find the list of preferred realtors, you want to click on the Facebook name in your feed and go to the home page. On the home page, just under the main picture, you'll see a list of things where it says room and featured and various other different things underneath the main picture. Scroll to the end of those titles and you'll find files. Under files, you can download the most recent PDF list of realtors and moving companies and mortgage loan officers and healthcare experts. Everyone on those lists is approved by Terry, so you know that you are going to be dealing with a professional who can help you in any way that they possibly can. And then while you're on the homepage, check out the announcements or featured section. Again, it's just underneath the main picture when you go on the homepage. Every time Terry or I post a video or a post or something to help you, that post gets pinned under the featured or announcement section. So get in the habit of checking there before you start scrolling through your feed. And while I'm discussing your Facebook feed, there are a few things that you should know. We have no control over what the Facebook algorithm shows you on your feed. So if you see the same post coming up over and over again on your feed, blame Mark Zuckerberg and the Facebook algorithm, not us. I've had people comment that they keep seeing the same post with me over and over again. That is just Facebook. Or if you suddenly stop seeing our posts, again, it's the algorithm blocking valuable content from you and your feed. But you can control what you see by changing your settings. You do this again by going to the homepage for the group on your phone. In the top right-hand corner, you will see 3 little dots. Click on those dots, then select Manage Notifications, and then select how often you want to be notified about posts in the group. Due to the sheer number of posts in this group, I would suggest that you select highlights, and if you have friends who are members of the group too, you can select to see their posts as well. And then if you ever notice that you aren't seeing posts from the group in your feed, just check your notifications again, because occasionally Facebook will reset them. Whew, I know this is a lot of information, so thank you for sticking with me. I promise when you utilize all of these resources, it will have been worth watching this whole video. But there are two more valuable resources that you need to know about. One is the monthly newsletter and one is the weekly emails. You will also see Casey Walsh posting in the groups too. She creates the incredibly informative monthly newsletter, and she also shares valuable articles whenever she finds them in your Facebook feed. The link to sign up for the newsletter is also in the welcome guide. And again, the guide to downloading the welcome guide is posted in the comments below this video. And finally, I send out a weekly email that is packed with valuable information from realtors, from relocation experts, and sometimes a training from me. It is my way of sharing as much free information as possible with you to help you with your move. So that's it. Those are our 6 valuable resources, and they are there to help you plan your move. Terry and his team and I are here to help you in any way that we can. You are going to hear me say all the time that you deserve to live an amazing life in a state that you love. It's what gets me up at 5 a.m. every morning, and it's what keeps Terry working hard all day and into the night to give you everything you need to help you with your move. If you feel even more overwhelmed by all the resources I've just discussed, I suggest that you take these steps. Number 1, download the guide by clicking on the link in the comments. Then subscribe to the newsletter and the weekly email. Then download the guide to the Leaving California YouTube channel and like and subscribe to the channel. If you like what I've just told you and you like the way I teach and you want to start planning your move as quickly and efficiently as possible, then go to my website, AlisonWoodall.com. Remember, Alison with one L, Woodall.com, and download my Make the Move course. I can promise you it will be the best $97 that you spend all year. But if you prefer to figure it out by yourself, then watch the videos in the order suggested in the YouTube channel guide. Download all of the free PDFs that are listed in the video and on my free resources page. All of this information is included in my Make the Move course too. I just guide you through the information in a systematic way, and I go into much more detail in my course. Then, when you're ready, or if you already know where you want to move to, download the list of preferred realtors, moving companies, and other preferred vendors, and contact one of these amazing professionals to help you move to your new state. I would also love you to post any questions you have in the comments below this video. I'm going to be going live in the group every day this week to answer your questions. I'll also be going live again this afternoon and every day at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific this week with training on how to get very clear on exactly where you want to move to. Because I know there's so many new people in the group and some of you have no idea where you want to move to. So join me 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific back in this group. If you can't watch live, I will pin the recording of the training to the announcements section so that you can watch the recording there whenever you have time. I am so glad that you joined this group. Making the move to a new state is exhausting and stressful, but the resources that we have available in the group make it just a little easier. And when you are living that amazing life in a state that you love, it will make all of it worthwhile. So have an amazing afternoon, and don't forget to check out my Make the Move course at AlisonWoodall.com.